Hello everyone! Welcome back to the channel, Ate Sanang's Thoughts. Ngan maupay nga adlaw ha iyo nga tanan. This is your Ate Sanang, ang iyo malabot nga sangkay. Before anything else, let me first take a short moment to acknowledge the three new subscribers of the channel since the publishing of the last video. Please know that your support is greatly appreciated. And to all the channel subscribers, damo nga salamat ha iyo nga tanan. For days since the candidates' arrival in El Salvador for the 72nd edition of the Miss Universe pageant, we have all wondered what happened to the two trans woman official candidates of this year's pageant. So, in this video, we will be discussing about them, especially the sad fate faced by Miss Portugal Marina Machete in the hands of a Salvadoran YouTuber. Before we get on with the details though, here is my intro. As I was researching for a content yesterday, I came across to this post by MDP underscore Mrs. Del Peru calling out a Salvadoran YouTuber who was at a hotel where the girls are staying. What happened was, as Miss Portugal Maria Machete was passing through, said YouTuber panned his camera out and ultimately switched the camera to show his face, in opt that Miss Portugal would not be captured as he does not want to show her on his channel. This action could have been okay though. However, he did not stop there. While the camera was showing his face, he actually blubbered homophobic slur against her. For context, please watch this.
Usuarios. Transfobia y discriminación por parte del youtuber 5TV hacia la bella Miss Portugal.
Vamos a esperar un ratito, amigos. Ya estuvo, ya pasó. Me siento ahí, amigos. Tuvimos que darle vuelta a la cámara porque pasó ahí alguien que no querían ver. Sí, correcto, por eso le di vuelta a la cámara, No, amigos, esa no creo que la quisieran ver. Tristejada, no creo que quisieran ver a esa misma.
5 minutos más tarde.
Y estos fueron algunos de los mensajes de usuarios, amantes de los concursos de belleza, gente de la comunidad que dejaron a este personaje por los comentarios transfóbicos contra la Miss Portugal. Algunos de los mensajes los dirigidos a su hijo, en el cual esa parte no lo comparto porque considero que ese pequeño nada tiene que ver. Además, piden que reporte su cuenta y muchos usuarios indican que no quieren volver a ver a este personaje en el hotel donde las candidatas del Miss Universe están en concentración.
The post by at MDP underscore Mrs. Del Peru calling out 5TV was in Spanish, and when translated by Google Translate, it goes something like this. 5 Zavala transphobia against Miss Portugal. This character called at 5 underscore Zabala, who went from being a NN to a well-known person but in a bad way, as he is now considered by many as a despicable person. And it happens that this unknown YouTuber was at a hotel where the candidates of the Miss Universe and preferred to turn his camera over and not record the beautiful Miss Portugal. But the worst part was that he said comments of discrimination and transphobia, indicating that he did it because that no one wanted to see her. Besides that, he also referred to her as that in a despicable way. Remember that beauty contests are followed by 90% of the LGBTIQ community, and the other 10% are people who follow this content either for interest, taste, or simply information work. And remember that for several years, the Miss Universe allows the participation of women, whether transgender like it or not. And lastly, the director Anne Jakey and official is also a transgender woman. Everyone's free to record whoever he wants and give opinion of the candidates, but we can't go against the rule of the contest that seeks inclusion, whether we like it or not. I agree with this statement of at MDP_Mrs. Del Peru, and it was very kind of them to call out Cinco TV for his homophobic actions. This kind of action against members of the LGBTQI community should be called out, especially in this kind of setting where the targeted member of the LGBT community is not a citizen or even a resident of the country, because this can easily get out of hand of the organizers and would have tremendous repercussions to everyone, not only to the perpetrator of the act. While El Salvador is relatively an LGBT-friendly country in terms of governmental policies, it cannot be denied that there are societal and community actors that targets heavily on LGBT people. In fact, in 2021, the Human Rights Watch reports that there are no safe havens in El Salvador for LGBT people. It was also said that about 500 hate crimes against LGBT people were reported between 1998 and 2015. Now, with that number, on data like this, reported cases are just actually accounts to 10%. So that's likely about 5,000 unreported cases that have been perpetrated against the LGBT community. And this is kind of sad. So it's better be safe than sorry, okay? The sad thing about this though, this incident did not even catch the attention of the Salvadoran media. And when you search the internet about this, it would not get you any result. The silver lining out of this incident though was because of the clamor of pageant fans in the social media. Cinco TV put out a statement on his YouTube channel. The clip that I will be showing you is just an excerpt from his full video. I'm doing this because these two reasons are just ones that have actually resonated with me and which I would tackle. Now, here's what he has to say.
Mi canal se llama A todos esos indignados que andan ahí, ¿verdad? Pidiendo esto en mis cuentas de las otras redes sociales que tengo. Este va a ser el único video que voy a hacer sobre este tema. Sinceramente no espero que estas personas que andan ahí lloriqueando y resentidos lo entiendan, pero igual yo voy a esforzarme por explicarlo lo mejor que pueda. Número 1, yo tengo un canal de YouTube. Yo no soy un canal de televisión. Mi canal se llama 5TV, pero es un canal de YouTube, o sea, es una red social, para que lo entiendan mejor. Cuando a uno le pertenece una cuenta en una red social, uno es libre, uno decide qué es lo que quiere mostrar o qué es lo que no quiere mostrar. O sea, yo no voy por ahí diciéndole a la gente qué tiene que mostrar en sus canales de YouTube, qué tiene que publicar en su Instagram, qué tiene que publicar en su TikTok. No, así no funcionan las redes sociales. En una red social, vos, si sos dueño de una cuenta, vos decidís lo que querés mostrar.
He actually gave 5 reasons, or should I say explanation, but to get his full statement, you may check it out on his channel. As you can see, his statement was in Spanish, so I used Google Translate to understand what he was saying. So in English, he said something like this. Well, look, I am going to explain a couple of things to all those indignant people. They're really there asking for this on my accounts on the other social media networks. I honestly don't expect these people who are there whining and resentful to understand it, but I'm still going to make an effort for explaining it as best as I can. Number 1, I have a YouTube channel. I am not a television channel. My channel is called Cinco TV, but it is a YouTube channel. It is a social media network so that you understand it better. When one belongs to an account, a social media network one is you decide what you want to show, what you don't want to show. That is, I don't go there telling people what they have to show on their YouTube channels, what they have to publish on their Instagram, or what they have to publish on their TikTok accounts. That's not how it works. Social media networks is a social media network. If you own an account, you decide what you want to show. Now here's what I have to say about this. I can actually understand his reasoning. His YouTube account is his own, which means that he can decide what and who to post in there. At that moment where he panned out so as not to capture Miss Portugal on the screen for his viewers to see was a decision made by him, because in his mind his subscribers might not like it. Was he despicable in doing that? I don't think so. As a content creator, he works under the idea that his subscribers are there because they like his content. And from the looks of his channel, he does not usually do pageant content, so I can assume that the reason why he was there at the hotel lobby is because he was riding the hype of the Miss Universe pageant and he wants to offer his viewers something out of ordinary, something new baga. He understands his audience and why they come back to his channel, and he knows that showing Miss Portugal to them they might not like it, which means also that it's a loss for him. Should you ask me whether it was okay for me or not? My answer is blatant no, it was not okay for me, but I understand where he's coming from, and I also do not understand the homophobic slur he blabbers in front of the camera. It was unnecessary and uncalled for, and it actually had worsened the situation. And watching his explanation, he did not discuss this at all. So, I'm still needing some explanation. What struck me the most though is his reason number 4. I must say, I was not actually paying attention to this the whole time, and his explanation shed some light on this. Please take a listen.
Número 4. Veo a mucha gente indignada porque yo no quise mostrar a esa persona en mi canal de YouTube, pero no veo a esa gente reclamándole a los medios que sí tienen la responsabilidad de mostrárselo. Univisión, por ejemplo. Univisión no ha hecho ni una sola mención sobre esa persona. Vayan a ver la cuenta de Twitter ahí. Hagan la búsqueda. Pongan ahí @Univisión y pongan ahí el nombre de esa persona y van a ver qué les aparece. Nada. O Telemundo. Hagan lo mismo. @Telemundo y el nombre de esa persona. O el título que tiene en estos momentos. No van a encontrar absolutamente nada. A esos medios sí les pueden exigir que muestren a esa persona. A mí no. Como les repito, esta es una cuenta en una red social que me pertenece a mí, donde yo decido lo que yo quiero y lo que yo no quiero mostrar. Yo no los veo indignados con esas grandes empresas de comunicación que no han mostrado a esa persona.
What he said was, number 4, I see many people outraged because I did not want to show that person on my YouTube channel. But I don't see those people complaining to the media that they do have the responsibility of showing it to them. Univision, for example. Univision has not made a single mention about this person. Go see that person's Twitter account there. Do the search. Go there at Univision. Put the person's name there and you'll see what appears. Nothing. Do the same for Telemundo at Telemundo, and the name of that person, the title that this has, at the moment the key will find absolutely nothing. They can demand from those media for them to show that person, but not me. No, I repeat, this is an account on a social media network that belongs to me, where I decide what I want and what I don't want to show. I don't see these indignant people about these things. Large communication companies that have not shown them that person. He in fact was telling the truth about this. There are no stories about Miss Portugal or even Miss Netherlands, not a photo or a video posted about them or featuring them in the official social media accounts of the big television and newspaper companies in El Salvador, and even the social media pages that gave us updates about Miss Universe such as Miss Universo SB or the Miss Universo Salvador's page. Having checked on this, it appears to me that these two ladies are actually invisible. They feature all the women one way or another in photos and videos. They post them on Instagram and TikTok except these two ladies. And as I checked further, I found these photos and video clips of the girls. However, I have gotten them from their own social media accounts or the organization in their country that they represent. Naiintindihan ko kung bakit hindi sila na-feature ng mga social media pages, lalo na kung ang page ay pinapatakbo ng pribadong grupo o ng individual o ng mga pageant review channels gaya ng Sash Factor at iba pa o ng mga pageant vloggers tulad ni Hey Adam G, ni Danny Walker o di kaya ni Mama Sam Crowns. Dahil ang mga ito ay pribado and they work for the interest of their subscribers. Pero ang hindi sila ma-feature sa social media accounts ng organization na nagpapatakbo ng pageant, that's a different story. Dahil ito ang dapat na nagle-level out ng playing field ng mga candidates as the competition is going on. At ang kaligtaan sila is basically chopping off the probabilities for them to shine brighter, thereby disabling their fair chance in the competition. Now, this leads me to wonder, why are Miss Portugal and Miss Netherlands relatively invisible? Sinasadya ba ito ng organization? Sana naman hindi. But what are your thoughts about this, yo guys? Share your thoughts in the comment section below, okay? And yet again, it's now time to bid you guys farewell. Before that though, please give this video a like so this gets recommended by YouTube. Also share this if you liked it. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. This has been your Ate Sanang and see you on next video. Ciao!